My first audio journal reflection is very much that, a reflection. I wanted to share what it was like coming into Sudan and within 3 days of being here experiencing my very first airstrike. I've worked in conflict zones before, but not where airstrikes been present. This is a whole different scenario. That night started like any other. There was a group of us standing on the outside, covered in balcony, so all we can really see is the sky. Then all of a sudden, this happened so quickly. There was this distant roar of an aircraft, and it just filled the air. And you got this unsettling tension that gripped the atmosphere. Then all of a sudden, I cannot explain how quick this happened, that plane was over the top of us and that first bomb was dropped. The location unknown, but to me, it sounded like it was right next door. The windows shook, and instantly we were running downstairs. Nobody had to be told. We banged on the doors of our colleagues to make sure that they also knew that we had to get down to that safe room. The ground, it shakes beneath you. As I ran down those stairs, my adrenaline was absolutely pumping. My heart was beating a million miles an hour. I still to this day don't know how I managed to get down the stairs without falling. You've got so much adrenaline going through your veins at that point. And in that moment, time seems to stand still. Um, as I rushed down those stairs, all I could think about was the safety of the few people in my team I'd managed to meet. I thought about the community. Instantly in my mind, I've started planning, what are we going to do tomorrow? How many casualties are there going to be? What supplies do we have? How do we manage this situation? Despite all the chaos, you get this resilience that surfaces, which drives you to assess the situation and to start thinking about how you will manage in the morning. Um, and within the room itself, as we all arrived down there, we head counted, made sure everybody had actually got to the room. Um, you start looking at how do you comfort those around you, because we all react so differently in this situation. There are people that, laugh and joke, and it's a coping mechanism. There's some of us that sat very quietly that just wanted to listen, wanted to understand what was going on. And there was visible fear in some of my teammates' eyes. You can see that people are traumatized by this experience. I thought I was going to die that night and actually sent messages to all my loved ones saying how much I love them and please remember that I love you. 8 bombs dropped that night. They shook the walls and the doors with every impact. And the closeness of the anti-war craft shooting back at the plane was on the street behind us, which also caused the building to shake. Constant boom sounds and the bang, 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 just so unsettling. And you don't know when it's going to stop. This is happening at night. We knew this was most likely going to cause casualties, but there's nothing you can do except plan for what we're going to do in the morning. And that's a terrible feeling in itself, because instantly, as an ER nurse and someone with experience with mass casualties, I want to be there. I want to be there helping, because I know I have that skill set. But the security context and our own personal safety doesn't allow that. The aftermath leaves a stark realization about the fragility of life in conflict zones and the urgent need for humanitarian aid. That first airstrike becomes a defining moment, one that deepens my personal resolve and shapes my understanding of the complex realities faced by the people that live in this situation every day and have done for quite some years. It's a jarring reminder of the risks taken daily by humanitarian workers and the strength required to continue in the face of this overwhelming adversity.